What's up guys, it's Alex, and today I've got a pretty cool video for you guys. We are out on the Great Lake Chickamauga with my good buddy, Mr. Scott Butcher. Most of you guys know Scott. He hangs out with Gene a lot, and he's Gene's, what would you call yourself to Gene?
Well, technically management, but I mean, I do whatever the job needs to be done.
There you go. That's kind of what Scott does. Scott's a really good dude. Scott knows a lot of people, and he's been a good friend to me and been a kind of almost a mentor in the whole kayak thing. I've been able to ask him about any question that needs to be asked, and he usually has an answer for it. So it's been awesome hanging out with him. But we're out here on the water today in the old Skeeter, and we're gonna see what we can get done. This is the kind of day when these big ones want to get in the grass, and when you have a chance to catch a really big one. I don't want to hop it up, because whenever I hop it up, it seems to not work out. But we're gonna see what we can get done today, and hopefully you guys will enjoy today's episode. Got him? Got him? The big one? Yeah, it's a big one, dude. I knew it'd be a big one if it'd come out of here. Yeah, dude, that's a giant. Good job, man. Good job. Don't horse him. Don't horse, dude. That's a big one, dude. Jeez, though, Pete, is that a bass?
It is.
Dude, that's a damn 10-pounder.
Yep.
No. Dude, that's a freaking big one. He's gonna go under the boat. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Come here to me, sweetheart. Come here to me.
There we go,
dude,
baby.
That's a freaking 10.
Whoa!
Dude, that's a 10. Hey, dude.
That might be my PB.
Dude, that's all of your PB.
Oh my God.
Dude, that's a 10.
Woo!
Scott.
Oh my God.
Oh, buddy.
Oh,
dude, he's big. He's close
that's
too.
8.5 though. We
Yeah.
get some photos and shit.
Hey, dude.
Woo!
Good job, man. That is so awesome.
I got so nice.
Okay. That's a very big fish. 8.
Yeah, 8.5.
Okay. Wait, have her. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Dude, 8.4.
Yeah. 8.4.
8 freaking 4. Look at that.
Yeah, well, he's got it right there.
Look at this, guys.
8.4.
8.4.
Not quite PB, but that's a good fish.
There you go, man.
That's a good fish.
That's my PB. That would have been my PB, dude. That's freaking awesome.
That's a good fish.
Father's Day?
Sunday, yes.
No, I was just wondering.
Bring your dad, put him in that.
There he is.
For the net or
I can't honestly tell. Yeah, get the net. He ain't that big, never mind. He's a good one though.
Oh God. Net man missed him.
That was a net disaster.
The net fell.
Ah, you mean little bastards. Stop.
Hit the camera. Chaos on the deck.
God, these fish are meaner than sure. Lord have mercy, dude. I mean, they like. I mean, it's just like. Ah!
He will get it. Will he be happy about it in the first conversation? Absolutely not. But you're already giving him an opportunity that you're not giving anyone else. So, and it may not, and it may be a thing where he can go, hey, look, I understand, I get it. I'll stick to the 500 because I don't want to be responsible for the other 3 videos, or the other 3 zips or that, or whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that's a lot. 3 videos at $500. I mean, I know that doesn't sound like a ton, but as a guy.
God dang. Net.
Oh my God, that's a monster.
Did you see a freaking wolf pack with her? Whoa!
That's a good fish. That's a 5-pounder there.
Dude.
Nice.
Fist bump. Thank you, sir.
Nice. That's a 5-pounder.
Ah. Did you see that freaking wolf pack with her? Did you see that wolf pack with her? She had like 4 bigger than her with her.
No, so even then, I'm so point blank, guys. I'm trying to have this conversation with you right now.
Look at that, guys. It's freaking giant. Scott's back here on the phone doing business. I just had to get off a business call, but now I'm catching 5-pounders. She had like 5, just as big with her. Stick her in the logbook for a minute.
And I'm not just going willy-nilly and freelance here. Like, I'm not, like, me and you will be in multiple conversations. You'll know every move a part of why they're hiring me. So I'm as soon as they hire me, the first thing the first task will be
He ain't that big. Hell.
Get him here, Jimmy.
Oh, he just broke off in the net, bro.
That's okay. Hey, that's good enough. That's good enough to stack up in the other two with a photo.
Stop. Dude, she freaking paw drove it. I thought that fish was huge.
Dude, when she jumped out there, I thought she was huge.
Yeah. Dude. There's another one. That's a good one. Let's put her in there for a little while, too. I mean, my lord. Why not?
It's gonna look like a FLW tournament.
That's five, boy.
Only got 30 minutes to be 5.
Favorite part is when you set the hook into him and you go, that's a stick. Never mind. I was like, no, that's not a stick, Scott. I was like, hold on, buddy. Oh, fuck no. What gear ratio are you using? There we go. Dang, what a jump. Yeah.
That's a kayak bass right there, long and skinny.
The best part is too, look what just happened. What started happening just now? Why'd the fish back?
Yeah.
The wind picked back up.
That's
Wind is key.
18 inches.
Oh yeah, probably. Let's check her real quick. Wind is key, man. Wind is key. 18 and a half. That's a good fish.
That's a good fish, yeah. Well, I'm able to, I get them at cost, so.
Ooh, do you?
Yeah.
It's good to know.
Oh my God.
Big? Where's he at? Horse. That's a good one.
Oh, he's good, but he ain't as big as I thought. Oh, dude, he's diving, bro.
Yeah. Watch out, he'll try to put you right in that troll.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's gonna run you.
Yeah, that's another
There's
good one.
freaking.
There's another good one.
Oh yeah, that's 22,
Hey, that's a good one,
23
dude.
pounds now. Dude, look at you. Hey,
That's a good one.
you're a bad man, Scott
I don't know about all
Butcher.
that. I only got like 3 fish.
It's alright though.
They're the right 3 fish.
Yeah, you caught 3 of the right ones.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Dang, dude.
That's a good one.
Good job, buddy. Amazing job. I should have never even tried to pick that stupid worm up.
This may be working on Saturday.
Hey, it's all good with me, man.
Dude, that's a 20-inch fish, bro.
Yeah, here. Stick her in the live well. Got her.
Oh, geez.
That's a bunch of mean green right there, dude.
Dude, that's good.
God, dude, I swear.
That's a big fish.
Yeah, that's a big fish. It's a lot of weight to a bag right there. All right, guys, zeros.
Oh my God. Ready?
Got it. Look out. 24.5, guys. That is what 24 pounds, almost 25 pounds of fish look like. All right, let's get these fish back in the water. All right, guys, so we just got back home. I got the boat put in the garage, and today was absolutely silly. We sacked up 24 pounds of bass and just had an absolute blast. I mean, it was silly. Freaking Scott caught an 8.5 pounder. I caught a 6.5 pounder. I mean, days like this don't come around very often, and when they do, you gotta take full advantage of them. But I had a blast. Well, thanks Scott for hanging out with me today. He's a really awesome photographer, really good friend, and yeah. But so I thought I'd show you guys what I was throwing and what I was throwing on to catch all the fish that we did today. And really, this is the only bait that I had in my hand pretty much all day, except for about 5 minutes I picked up a worm, and I realized really quick that I needed to just put it down and pick this back up. So the bait that I was throwing today is that new Strike King Thunder Cricket, and this thing is just wicked. I have fallen in love with the bladed jig this year, guys. I don't know if I slept on it too long. I don't know what the deal is. I mean, I threw it. I really did. I mean, I threw it a lot throughout the years, but for some reason this year it has just really shown its true power to me. And I think it really has to do with I'm starting to figure out exactly where this jig needs to be thrown, and it's kind of helped me to gain a lot more confidence in it and know when I need to pick it up and when I need to throw it. But half ounce Thunder Cricket, the only modification I did is paint that blade up. I always paint all the blades on my bladed jigs black if they are not, but all white with the right Rage Tail Menace rigged vertically instead of horizontally. Like I said, I believe that tail offsets the kick of that chatterbait and really helps to give something a little bit different that fish don't oftentimes see. Then I added that on some 15-pound copolymer, 7.5 foot medium heavy Lew's Team Custom Speed Stick. This is the Mark Rose Signature Ledge small crankbait rod. I went through a bunch of different rods until I found this one. I did G-Rod, 2 Lew's rods. I went back to the G-Rod for a while, and then I kind of finally settled on this one, and I feel like this one is the best rod for the situation. It's got just enough backbone that you can throw those little bit bigger chatterbaits, and it also loads very well but shuts off very hard, so it allows those fish to get that bait, but then also to really drive that hook in and make sure that they're not going to come off. And then I was pairing that up with my Lew's Super Duty 6:8:1 gear ratio. And really today, guys, there was three main key factors to why we caught the fish that we did. So number one was the wind. When the wind would start blowing, those fish would start to move around, they'd start to feed a lot more aggressively, and they'd start to position on what we were looking for. And what we were looking for was the edge of ditches where it kind of dropped off into a creek channel, and then the grass on top of those edges. And so a lot of the times I would throw up on a flap, reel it through that grass, I'd feel it start to hang, I'd pop it loose, and when I would pop it loose, usually you would pop it loose right at the edge of those ditches, and it would pop off and those fish would come up and eat it. I really believe that those fish were orienting to the edges of those ditches, and they were orienting to that grass, and they were just waiting for bait fish, bluegills, like you saw today, crappie, to come swimming out of that grass, and then they would ambush it. And every one of the fish that we caught today was caught doing exactly that. And that's really a big thing this time of year, guys. We're going into the post-spawn hard. We are in the post-spawn hard. And if you live on a lake with a lot of grass, with a lot of shad, a lot of brim, a lot of bluegill, all those kinds of things, they orient to that grass. The bass orient to that grass because it provides them cover, it provides them oxygen, it provides them an abundant amount of food, and so they're going to hang out in those areas because they're post-spawn. They're hungry, they're wanting to eat, they're looking for a good, safe place to hide that's full of oxygen and good and cool, and the grass provides all those things. So big key factor, look for the wind, look for the grass, pick up a bladed jig, and go kick their ass. That was freaking wicked. I need to put that on a shirt. But as always, guys, thank you for watching. Any questions or comments, please go leave them in the comment section down below. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. I'll let you guys know when I put all of my videos. Also, go down in the description of the links to all my partners like AFCO, Lew's, Strike King. You guys can go check out everything I was throwing, everything I was wearing, all that kind of stuff will be linked down below. Also, I'm going to link Scott's YouTube channel as well as his Instagram. Go follow him on YouTube. Go follow him on Instagram. The dude is an awesome photographer. Like I said, he does all kinds of awesome work. He did all kinds of awesome work for me today as well. So I'd really appreciate it if you go check him out. But as always, you guys are sweet. Thanks for watching.